Ignore how I look, ignore how I look, ignore how I look. I look like shit. I look disgusting. I look homeless, but it's okay. I had a long day. We're here to talk foot. And the Asian Cup group stages ended 2 days ago. And I thought to myself, okay, should I do a group stage reaction to my group stage predictions and looking at the round of 16 games? And I'm like, who gives a shit about my group stage predictions? The future is now. The present is now. We want to know, what are we thinking about these round of 16 games? Some teams that I thought would make it into the round of 16 did not make it. Some teams I didn't think would make it to the round of 16 did make it. So to start this video, we're gonna look at my round of 16 predictions from last time. When I did the group stage predictions, I'm gonna look at uh, those predictions and see which teams I got right that would be in the knockout stages, which teams I didn't get right, and just kind of go over how stupid I am on some of my predictions. And after that, we're gonna predict every single match, not scores, but I'll just try. I'm gonna predict who I think is gonna win every single round of 16 game. Um, I think, compared to African Cup of Nations, this Asia Cup isn't gonna have two. There's been surprises, right? There's been surprises, but I think this round of 16 might be more straightforward than the groups were. Just might be more straightforward. And we have some Goliath, big boy matchups, big boy games, not little boy games, not kindergarten, high school, college. We got PhD level games in the round of 16 already. So we're not messing around. Let's get into it right away. Starting off with, okay, so to clarify, this was my predictions on what I thought the round of 16 would look like based on my group stage predictions. So this is what I thought the round of 16 tournament bracket would look like based on how I thought the groups were going to finish. Obviously, let's just point out everything I got wrong. So starting in the top left corner, top left of your screen, UAE, I got right to make it through, but China, they were trash. They couldn't score. Potentially, they were robbed of a goal against Tajikistan that could have got them 3 points and into the knockout stage, but it didn't happen. Shit happens. That's how life is, China. And you should have tried to win a game a little harder because you guys sucked. UAE made it second place in Group C, just like I predicted. Bottom of the right below. Next game, Japan, Oman. Oman didn't make it. They were pretty trash, also. Sorry, I thought Oman would have a little more. I think the last Asia Cup they did make to the knockout stages, so I thought the squad was still there to make it. They just weren't good enough. Let me just double check. I think Oman got third, but they got 2 points only. So 2 draws and a loss. So just not good enough. 2 points will not get you in as one of the better third place teams. Again, if you need a refresher, they were in Saudi Arabia, Thailand, and Kyrgyzstan's group. Saudi Arabia got first, Thailand got second, Oman got third, Kyrgyzstan got fourth. I'm pretty sure I got that group right. Every single place right. I said Saudi, I said Thailand, Oman. I said that group prediction correct. Except this time, Oman just didn't have enough points to get through as one of the best third place teams. So yeah, and Japan obviously were not first place, so they aren't on this side of the bracket. They're going to be on the other side of the bracket, as we'll see in the next slide when we go to predict these actual games. Under that, we got Australia versus Lebanon. Again, Lebanon just not good enough. Worst team in their group. I thought they would have enough again. Yeah, they got last, right? They were in the the Qatar group. They were the worst team in that group. China was just a little less not crap than them. Like, they were the worst. China was just one level less of crappiness. You know what I mean? If you understand what I'm trying to say. Let's go through these quickly. Saudi Arabia made it through just like I thought they would. Malaysia. Shout out to the Malaysian viewers. You guys supported me a lot and gave me a lot of views. And tuned in. A lot of you guys tuned in for my group stage predictions, and I backed you guys. I really backed you guys. I thought you guys would make the round of 16 and even make a little run to the quarterfinals. I don't know if I predicted that or not, but in the end, you guys were just bad. Malaysia, your team was not strong enough. The tactics weren't there. The factor of the South Korea's last head coach being there did not play a factor in the South Korea game. Yeah, just disappointing for Malaysia. Sucks, but hey, 4 years later, maybe Malaysia will be stronger. You guys could prove the doubters wrong, but this time Malaysia has to suck up their tears and go home empty-handed. Top right of the screen, we got Iran. I got right. Iran, 99 points, just like I asked them. My Team Melli boys, my Irani boys, thank you for 99 points. Let's get this going. Against India. India, again, just like Malaysia, India was garbage. Some of you guys from India were in the comments telling me, don't sleep on India. You guys are disrespecting us. No. With all due disrespect, India was trash. India was trash. I don't think India created one clear-cut chance the entire tournament. All they did was defend. All they did was complain. All they did was make hard tackles. No attack. Zero. Sunil Chetri in his adult diapers at age 59, 60 years old. India had nothing. Last place in the group, deservedly going home empty-handed. Let me tell you something. China and India combined population of almost 3 billion. These guys couldn't even win a game at this Asia Cup across these two nations. Two nations that almost make almost half the world population couldn't get a single dub. Disgusting, really disgusting. Below, South Korea versus Iraq. Obviously, South Korea is now on the other side of the bracket because they got second in the group, but they did make it through. Iraq, surprising me, they switched places with Japan. Japan is in their place on this bracket. Iraq is on the other side of the bracket. So I was right about those two making it into the next round, but not right about the matchup. Qatar, Palestine, I got completely right. Qatar got first. Palestine went in as one of the better third place teams, like I said they would. And that's the matchup I got correct. And then Uzbekistan, Thailand, I got correct also. So ending, I started off crap, the predictions. I ended off well. So without further ado, let's get into my predictions for the round of 16. So starting off in the top left hand side of the screen, Tajikistan versus UAE. Tajikistan, I disrespected Tajikistan in the group stage predictions. I'm sorry. I'm just a young guy. I'm learning. I'll learn to respect Tajikistan more. They surprised me. They have attacking power. Okay. The problem was in the first game against China, they had all these shots, but they couldn't score. And I'm like, okay, there's Tajikistan's problem. They have all these shots, all this dominance, but they can't score goals. They ended up getting their shit together. They got the goals in to get through, and they're gonna play UAE. UAE was a little disappointing for me in the groups. They started off strong, smashing Hong Kong. Then they had, a pretty trash game against Palestine. No, really trash. They got destroyed, right? And then against Iran, they played for the draw. Iran was destroying them. It wasn't a 2-1 game. It was like a 4-5-0 performance from Iran. UAE ended off the groups very, very weak. Their coach up in the stands because he got sent off. Disgraceful performance from UAE in the groups, in my opinion. Lucky to even be in the round of 16. I think Tajikistan has momentum, and I think Tajikistan will win. I said I want to do scores, but let me get some scores. Tajikistan, let's go 2-1 Tajikistan win. Next game, Iraq versus Jordan. Two teams that surprised me this tournament. Two teams. I thought the Iraq team was too old, washed. I didn't think they would do anything. In Jordan, I just didn't think they had any attacking power to score the goals that they would need to get into the next round. But guess what? Both teams made me look stupid. Both teams made me look like a fool. Both teams made me look like a stupid little kid. So now we got Iraq versus Jordan. I think this will be a game people might be sleeping on. I think this is going to be an exciting game. Iraq has the highest scorer in the tournament right now, Husseini. Jordan, they got the goals that get him in the next round. Who do I think is going to win? I think Iraq just looked too strong. They beat Japan, guys. Jordan, thanks for the surprise. Thanks for making me look stupid, but this is where your tournament ends. Jordan, I think we'll lose. I think this is going to be a close game. Don't get me wrong. Let's go 3-2. I'm going to go a high-scoring 3-2 barn burner. A cage match, Mike Tyson style match. Boom, boom, getting on the inside. Jordan versus Iraq. And guess what? I think Husseini is going to score again. He's going to be top scorer of this tournament come the end of the whole entire thing. Iraq in to play Tajikistan in the quarterfinals. Next, Australia, Indonesia. Another team that made me look stupid. Indonesia. I'm pretty sure I predicted Indonesia to finish last in the group. I'm sorry. Indonesian fans were telling me to respect you guys more. And to be honest, after the first game, I thought I was right. You guys looked trash. You guys weren't impressive. But Indonesia pulled it around, got the wins they needed, got the points they needed. And now they're in the round of 16. But unfortunately for them, they come up against one of the best teams in Asia. Too powerful, in my opinion. Australia is just too powerful. Jackson Irvine's having a fantastic tournament. Harry Sutar playing great. I just think it's going to be too much for Indonesia. Maybe they'll make me look stupid again. Maybe they'll make me look like a kindergartner again. But I'm sorry, no. I think, like I said before, I think this round of 16 will be pretty straightforward. There won't be as many surprises as in the group as there was in the group stages. I think this will be straightforward Australia 3-0 win into the next round. Oh, my animation didn't work. Oh my god. I swear, I double checked every animation, but whatever. That looked so ugly. I'm using Google Slides, by the way. I don't know where all those YouTubers get the nice graphics, but I'm out here handcrafting Google Slides. So give me a fucking like on the video for my Google Slides craftsmanship. All right? All right, when at the end of a tiring day, okay? Show me some respect. Next game. This is one of the big boy clashes, man. One of the big boy games. Saudi Arabia versus South Korea. Saudi Arabia got their job done, getting first in the group like they should have. South Korea didn't. So now South Korea pays. South Korea was in a tough position. If they got first, they would have played Japan. If they got second, they would have played Saudi Arabia because of Bahrain surprising in their group. So unfortunately with South Korea, there was no way out of a big boy clash in the round of 16. They're playing No, I'm sorry. Unfortunately for South Korea, there was no way out of playing a huge team in the round of 16. South Korea has been a little bit disappointing. The attacking power is there. Klinsmann's looking like a clown on the bench. Um, but I'm sorry, when you have that much, they haven't. I feel like South Korea hasn't actually even clicked into this tournament. I think they're gonna click in this game. I think Saudi Arabia, sure, they got the 2 wins and a draw. But to be honest, I'm gonna be honest with you, Saudi Arabia hasn't impressed me. I haven't watched Saudi Arabia and gone like, you know, wow, I think Saudi Arabia can make a final and really be a problem in this tournament. Oh, wow, that's some great attacking. I haven't seen that from Saudi Arabia, and I know I was high on them in my predictions video telling you the Roberto Mancini factor is a real thing, and it really is. So this is going to be Roberto Mancini and his tournament experience against Jurgen Klinsmann. Don't forget, Jurgen Klinsmann has tournament experience. He took Germany in the 2006 World Cup to a third place finish. So he's not a bum when it comes to knockout competitions. Let's keep it a stack. He's no bum. So two experienced managers coming up against each other. I really do believe I'm going to still back South Korea. I think they're still going to win this whole entire thing. I'm going to back South Korea. I think Son and Hwang Hee-chan are going to click into gear. Kang and Lee behind him. Kim and Jae in defense, marshaling the team. I think South Korea is going to win. I think it's going to be a 2-0 win for South Korea. Going into another big boy clash, Australia versus South Korea rematch of 2015 at Asian Cup rematch. That's going to be amazing. Can Son get his revenge? Can Son get his revenge? We'll have to see if this happens. Next game, Iran versus Syria. Syria, another team that makes me look stupid that I did not predict to get into the round of 16. I look like an idiot. I honestly look like a stupid football fan that knows nothing, but I'm sorry. You try predicting these tournaments and putting your opinions out there on the internet because as we know, tournament football has its surprises, but like I said, this round of 16, sure, respect to Syria. I didn't believe you guys would get through. They were so emotional after getting through to the round of 16, but I think this is where it stops. My boys in Iran, if you guys dare lose to Syria, I'm done. I'm distancing myself from this team. I'm becoming a full-time Germany fan, even though Germany is shit also right now. Hell, maybe I become a USA fan. No, actually, fuck USA. I cannot support that cringe-ass team. But Iran, personal bias aside, I really do think Iran still wins this game. Taremi finally arrived in the last game against UAE, scoring 2 goals. Azmoun looked fantastic. Both of them are going to start again, and I guarantee you both of them are going to pop off again. I think Iran wins this game. I'll show some respect to Syria. I think they'll make it tough. 2-1 for Iran to get into the quarterfinals. Next game, Japan versus Bahrain. Japan surprising me with how crap they were, getting destroyed by Iraq. Bahrain surprising me. No, actually, let's be honest. Bahrain did not play good in those group stages. They had the third worst goal difference in their group. They somehow scraped their way to first place because of South Korea's mess ups. South Korea going and winning one game and drawing two is the only reason Bahrain got first. So because of that, I think Japan, sure, you don't have to win every game in group stages to maintain one of the favorites. Japan had a slip up against Iraq. Now they have to deal with it by being on the other side of the bracket with teams like Iran and Uzbekistan. And God, my mouth is so dry. But I do think Japan will end up winning this game. And I think they're going to make a statement. I think Japan will make a statement victory and win 4-1. 4-1 Japan win. Statement victory against Bahrain. And it's going to be a big boy PhD dissertation matchup, Iran versus Japan. And I'm going to have a heart attack and shrivel in my chair and piss myself when that game happens. Next game, Qatar, Palestine. Qatar, good for you, 99 points. I'm going to go hater mode on Qatar. I'm going to support the Palestinian freedom fighters. Qatar, I'm sorry. Your road ends here. The hosts are going to get knocked out by Palestine. This is going to be my one and only surprise of this round of 16 predictions. Qatar losing to Palestine 2-1. Last minute winner from Palestine. Emotions running high. Palestine in the quarterfinals. That's my only. There's no justification. There's no justification. I just am feeling there has to be one shock in this round of 16, at least one. And I think this is where the money is. Put your money on this one. Now we're going to the last game of these round of 16 predictions, Uzbekistan versus Thailand. Now I said Palestine, Qatar. If you want to put your money for a surprise, do Qatar versus Palestine. Do Qatar versus Palestine. But if you're going to put your money, the second match to put your money on for a surprise is Uzbekistan versus Thailand. I told you guys to not sleep on Thailand. They would get second in the group, that they would make it to the knockout rounds, and that they could do something in the knockout rounds. Unfortunately for them, Uzbekistan started the tournament off like shit, but they finished their group off strong. I think they're carrying too much momentum. They're finally clicking into gear into this tournament. And Thailand, I give you guys enough respect. I said you guys would make the round of 16 when a lot of people didn't think you guys would. Shout out to the Muay Thai fighters. Shout out to all you guys. Shout out to Thai food. But I think Uzbekistan is going to make a nice professional victory of this 2-0. No, actually no. 1-0 win for Uzbekistan to go into the quarterfinals to play Palestine. And that's my predictions. That's my predictions. We'll revisit this when I do my quarter. The final, did my video cut out? Is it crap? Is it my Wi-Fi bar is low? If the video gets trashier, flame me in the comments and tell me how stupid I am and tell me how bad my Wi-Fi is. Seriously. But anyway, yes, I'm probably gonna look back at this and go like, oh my god, what a mistake. Why did I think that was gonna happen? Why did I make that score prediction? I look like an idiot. That's how this works. That's how this works. I'm going to end this video here. I got to go make my AFCON predictions video because AFCON round of 16 starts tomorrow. Hype for that. Nigeria versus Cameroon. I'm ready. International football is in full flow. All the leagues are back now. Bundesliga, Premier League, La Liga, everything is back. La Liga, it's all back. We are in a football orgasm right now. Games every day. We got AFCON, Asia Cup, Bundesliga, La Liga, Premier League. It's heaven to be a football fan right now. And to think that in the summer we're going to have Copa America and Euros together. Oh my God. Me gusta mucho, if you know what that means in Spanish. A little bit of my Spanish flair, you know what I mean? I know Spanish, I know English, I know Farsi, I know a little bit German. Ich liebe dich, you know what I mean? Va va vroom, I know that French language. Ciao, 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 I know Italian. You know what I mean? My mind's going crazy. I gotta end this video here. Like and subscribe. Leave a comment. Let me know your predictions. If you think I'm an idiot, let me know. If you think I'm right, let me know. Boost my ego.